Whenever I hear someone talking about Get Out, I never really think about it as Get Out. All I think about is that Eddie Murphy joke reference in Delirious where he talks about how he'd react if he went into a house that he was planning to purchase with his wife and suddenly a ghost came and said, "Get out." The reason why I was drawn to Get Out, even though I'm generally afraid of scary movies, is the writer and director. Jordan Peele is known for comedy, and I was so curious to find out what he was going to do creatively for the horror genre. What happened in the trailer hit me by complete surprise. An amazing trailer. I loved it because it's nothing like I'd seen before, at least not recently anyway. All have etched in our minds the scene where the tears just drop. It was such a visually arresting scene. Other things that happened in the trailer, but that scene had me convinced that I have to watch this movie. So just to remind you, in case you weren't already aware, the story centers around a black guy who goes to meet his Caucasian girlfriend's parents for the first time on their mysterious family estate. So there's obviously a general fear of meeting the parents of your significant other. The film is focused a lot also on the next level of fear that comes if you're in an interracial relationship. Jordan Peele does a very good job of taking that fear and running with it. I have to confess, as soon as the movie started, I was ready for it to end. By that, I don't mean that it's a bad film. I think we all know by this point that Get Out is not a bad movie. I was just so anxious about the horrible things that were going to happen. I felt like the sooner they happen, the sooner it will be over. Get Out is a horror movie, no doubt. I would describe it also as a clever, suspenseful mystery that's very well executed. Shines a light on so much that has been not highlighted before in the way that this movie does it, and that's what makes it worth watching, as well as cleverly used atmospheric tools to make the whole experience of Get Out very interesting. I enjoyed it in terms of the pace of the story, what happens and how everything is revealed. There were some humorous moments in there, but I guess it's more terrifying for me as the horror that happens to someone like me. By the end of the film, I was kind of happy it ended. Also, it left me with a lot of questions, and the questions I can easily answer in my head, and I'm sure you can as well. If Get Out were to have a sequel, I'd be so interested in seeing how that is executed creatively. And this one is kind of like a slasher horror a little bit. That's the kind of thing I don't mind watching. I find those more intriguing, as opposed to really terrifying. The kind of horror within isn't the kind that usually gives me nightmares, so watch it, especially if you're a Key and Peele fan. It's not the kind of comedy you'd expect from Key and Peele, for example, but there is some comedy in there. Let me know what you think of this video. It's my first kind of review. Have you seen Get Out? It didn't give me nightmares, so hopefully it won't give you nightmares either. Get out! Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, have a great day, good night, and ciao.